Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss pre-market video for Wednesday, July 5th, 2023. I am Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Happy Hump Day, everyone. I hope you all had a fantastic 4th of July holiday. We are back at it here, and to begin the month here, you see we have higher value relationships here that have developed here in many of these markets that would suggest that any early weakness to begin the month could be an opportunity to again buy the dip and look for higher highs up ahead. How strong a rejection we see here at this edge could lead us down as deep as the previous month's midpoint. If a failure at that previous month's midpoint occurs, we could see a return back to the previous quarter's midpoint. So we have new quarterly pivots as well, new monthly pivots. And again, we'll see how the market responds here at this edge. Very important edge right now. And what we do have is a very clear CLVN here. We have very mature price action that is played out in these distributions down here. And now that we've seen a big strong push through this upper range here, we now have perhaps this lower range that could be in play up ahead. So again, as deep as the CLVN, but for the most part right now, seeing how the market reacts to begin the month, any early weakness could be an opportunity for bulls to defend yet again for another rotation up until proven otherwise. If price fails to hold the midpoint for the month, that could open up quite a bit more selling pressure ahead. All right, let's take a look here at the NQ. You'll see the NQ right now trading quietly here as we head into the new month of trading. No trade here on a Tuesday. Very modest half-day action on a Monday. Here we are here with 49% of ADR heading into the RTH Open today. Higher value relationships, as we noted before. Higher value for the NQ. So any pullback into these three pink lines here could provide an opportunity for bulls to defend the dip for another rotation back up toward new highs. A failure to hold that previous month's midpoint here, and you're opening up a rotation that could take us quite a bit lower. So right now, watching to see how the early part of the month plays out. We do have NFP this Friday, FOMC meeting minutes here later today. Thursday has a ton of economic data points from ADP, non-farm employment change, initial jobless claims, services PMI, etc. So quite a bit of economic activity on a Thursday, FOMC meeting minutes today, and NFP on Friday. So those could be the economic data points that lead this thing to the upside. A little bit of a pullback followed by what could be a continuation higher, a failure here, and you open up more weakness ahead. Taking a look here at crude oil. Now with crude oil, this one has seen a surprising push off of or bounce off that 67 level and is now bouncing back up within the range. Now in the near term here, we've seen nothing but short-term strength be followed by heavier weakness right away. So are we going to see much of that same behavior here? We've seen a bounce off the 67s. This thing has bounced back up toward these recent highs around 72. Can we see more strength ahead, or do we see that inevitable 2 or 3 day sell-off that takes us right back to these lows? Eventually, 67 could lead to a massive opportunity for a downside break. If this thing breaks 67s to the downside, that could lead to new lows for the year, could lead to a swift return maybe back to the CVPOC down below. As we've noted, 56.36, that's also where S3 is for the year, and S50 for the key range here, that large key range. So if price were to drop into this zone, could provide an excellent opportunity to watch for rejection and return price back to where it came from up ahead. So that could be the path forward to begin the quarter. Right now, gotta watch to see how it plays out early on. It closed the month right near the midpoint for the month, previous month's high, previous month's low. We could see a little bit of chop here and then go find an edge. Again, based on the downtrending price action and the lower highs, 67 could be a big test up ahead. If we take a look here at gold futures, gold up about 0.4% right now, is seeing a modest bounce One thing that we've noted before is how this one, like crude oil lately, has seen a ton of weakness after up days. So at least in the last couple of months, since this strong top right here, any series of up days or one day or multiple days here has been hit with new rounds of lows, new weakness. So it has been very, very short-term oriented to go to the upside before you see the thing slam right back down. Now this thing did break down through the 1940 edge here, and that's a big time level. And to begin the month here with a lower value relationship and to come back into the broken support from below, that could provide an opportunity for bears to defend and rotate this thing to the downside. 1940 is going to continue to be that edge. You also have the previous month's midpoint, which is just a little bit above that 1950. So a pullback to 1940 to 1950 could provide an opportunity for bears to defend and turn this thing back down. Above 1950 opens up the 2000 level above. So 1950 to 1940, a big time level to watch early this month. If we take a look lastly here at the YM is down about 0.5%. Breaking down through the previous session's lows. We're seeing a pretty extended market here so far in the YM, leading lower at the moment. RTY also showing quite a bit of weakness through the previous session's lows. Again, this market right here has bounced off that 33.8 level and has been within this 34.8 to 35 or 33.8 to 34.8 range. That's a 1,000 point range, and we could continue to see price action within that range, back and forth. Again, we do have an uptrending market overall. In the very near term, we're sitting there right at major resistance in the higher time frame chart, right? 34.8 has been about as high as this market can go and is really the high of the year so far. So if price comes up here into 34.8 and gets an upside break, it could open up clear air above. If there's a major rejection that happens there instead, then maybe we fall back to 33.8 with the potential to fall back to 32.7 down below. So again, we'll see how the market responds early this month and early this quarter at these extremes. But if we come into this edge and get a strong rejection, we're looking for a return back down. Previous year's close continues to be a magnet for the year. 33.315 would be the target in that case. So we'll see how the market begins the month and the quarter here as we head into the new month of trading. Again, we will have a monthly market outlook up ahead, so be on the lookout for the time and date of that. I'll let you know very soon. All right, everyone, great to be back. I'll see you in the trading room. Take care.